Hi everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome to day 3. So we're going to be activating our vagus nerve, giving our vagus nerve some stimulation which can increase our vagal tone and help us come into a rest and digest state after being in more of a heightened or maybe more of a dorsal freeze state. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is just come into the room, look around the room a little bit, just notice where you are. You can come into the body, so just giving the legs a little bit of stimulation, and then shifting the weight back and forth, feeling your seat. You can be seated during this, either on the floor or on a cushion like I am. You can also be seated in a chair, it doesn't matter. Okay, so our vagus nerve is a cranial nerve that comes out the back of our head here, and then it extends down into the digestive system. It also extends into the face, the ears, down the front of the neck. And so we're going to start with the ears. So just grabbing the earlobes and the ears, and you can pull on them a little bit. So you can give the bone behind your ears a little gentle massage. Just pulling on the ears. Ooh, and maybe a yawn comes in, which is a nice sign of regulation. And then you're going to move to this little flap of cartilage on the ear, your tragus, and you can give that a little pinch and massage. And your vagus nerve actually branches into the tragus. So just giving that area a little pinch, and nothing should hurt, it's just pressure. And you can do both ears at the same time or one at a time. And then just coming into the scalp and giving the scalp a bit of a massage. And the back of the scalp. And just notice what feels good. And you can come into the jaw if you'd like and give that just some circular movement. Nothing should hurt. Not using too much pressure here. We're just giving a little bit of stimulation. That's it. Okay, very nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to tilt the head to the right, and then we're going to look up to the left. So holding that, and you can just take the hand here and just gently place it on the head as you look up, and then take the left hand and wrap it around the torso. And you can pull the torso a little bit to the side. So you might feel a gentle stretch here, but nothing should be painful. It should be very gentle. So we're going to hold this for about 20 seconds. Good, and release that. And maybe give your shoulders a little roll and just notice what it's like to be in a neutral position. Okay, so we're going to go to the other side now. So tilting the head to the left, and then we're going to look up to the right. We're going to place a hand on the top of the head, and then we're going to take our right hand and wrap it around our rib cage. So remember, our cranial nerve extends down into the torso. So we're giving a little stimulation and breaking up the tension in this area. Okay, so looking up, and we're going to hold this for about 20 seconds. Good, and then slowly release that. And just notice how you feel. Come back into a neutral position. And for me, I'm feeling a lot of gurgling in the belly. So when our body relaxes more, our digestive system will relax more. And so you might feel some gurgling. You could also experience burping if air is released, things like that. So just notice how you feel. Maybe a yawn comes in. Good. Okay, we're going to move into the VU breath. So this is an excellent exercise that stimulates our vagus nerve through vibration generated by our voice. So it's VOO. So you're going to make a nice low sound. Imagine it coming from your belly and notice where you feel vibration. Jaw, neck, chest, even your belly. And you're going to make the VOO sound until your breath runs out. And then we're going to pause at the end. So taking in a breath. Good, and just let that rest. Notice where you felt the vibration and where it is absent now. And let's do it again. And again, just relax, let that integrate. And this is actually the part that matters, everyone, the part where we're noticing what happened and just letting that settle into the body. Okay, and one more breath in. And letting that settle in. Excellent. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring you back into your body. So taking the hands, just running those across the tops of the thighs. Notice how much pressure you want to use. Okay, and then just squeezing up the arms. You can pick one arm at a time. You can use gentle pressure. You can use heavier pressure. Switch arms. You can take your hands. Hello, hands. They do so much for you. And then give yourself a little hug and let that go. And you can take a little more time to rest and integrate if you'd like. You can look around the room, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4. Bye, everyone.